What does it take? Why is it easier for some people? Why can some people eat all they want and not gain a single pound? I used to say life is not fair. Was I put on this planet to suffer? Why? Why me?
It was hard to walk because the weight bothered my legs and my knees and my back.
It's very embarrassing not to be able to fit into a chair in an airplane. You know, people would look at me and say, oh no, is that man gonna sit next to me?
I couldn't sleep, I was getting up all night. My blood pressure was horrible.
I remember times that I was so depressed I wished I was dead anyway, as this big fat person walking around.
I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs to get into my house without being out of breath. I couldn't take my kids to the park. I couldn't keep up with them.
It just makes you depressed. It makes you sad. It makes you angry. It makes you eat more. It's a very lonely life being overweight.
Hello, I'm Paige Green. I'm here to talk to you about the seriousness of obesity and some new hope on the horizon. Obesity is a disease, and it can often seem incurable. The daily struggles of being severely overweight can be devastating. The long-term effects can be deadly. The false promise of diets and gimmicks just make things worse. Unfortunately, many people live every day with the heartache of believing that there's no way out. But to conquer obesity, you have to reach the moment when you finally decide to do something about it.
My 4-year-old daughter called me fat. And the day she did that, that really hurt, and then I had to look at my life. And then I saw that, okay, well, I'm not going out as much as I used to. I don't see my friends. I go to work, I come home. And I wasn't living my life.
Nothing was working, and the thought of never having to diet again, never having to think about dieting again, really put me over the edge. That was what just made it click for me and say, you know what, I need to do this. I need to do this for me because I'm killing myself with food.
I was miserable with the way I looked. I was having some cardiac problems, some high blood pressure problems. My diabetes was getting worse, so I decided that I had to ultimately do something, and it had to be drastic.
When you're obese, you can feel like you're missing out on your whole life. But finally, there's a solution that goes beyond the fads and temporary fixes, allowing you to live a normal, healthy, full life. Weight loss surgery is a surgical procedure to assist you in dramatic weight loss. You've probably heard of celebrities who have had the procedure, but it's not just for the rich and famous. If you're 100 pounds or more overweight, weight loss surgery can be the solution you've been hoping for your entire life.
During the procedure, a small stomach pouch is created. This pouch will hold less than 1 ounce of food, causing a feeling of fullness after just a few bites. The new stomach pouch and the small intestine are joined, bypassing the larger portion of the stomach and about 5 feet of small intestine. This limits the absorption of calories. The bypassed portion of the stomach no longer receives food, but it is reattached to your small intestine and remains a living part of your body, assisting in digestion.
I have no more sleep apnea. I can sleep soundly through the night, which is amazing too, because you don't realize how much sleep you're losing and how it affects you.
I am no longer diabetic, I am no longer hypertensive, and I no longer have cardiac problems.
When you do something to yourself and you see the results, I mean, dramatic results, it's just, words can't express how I feel.
You know when I notice? In pictures. Now I take more pictures. That's another thing. Before, I would never take pictures.
Everything is gone. The sleep apnea is totally gone. My blood pressure is normal. All the x-rays and everything that they did, they said I'm like a 24-year-old guy now.
When you're deciding to have this surgical procedure to correct your weight problem, choosing the right doctor and medical team is crucial. You must feel comfortable with the doctor and staff and feel confident that you will receive the support you need. The Mehta Bariatric Center is one of the most respected and comprehensive weight loss centers in the Northeast. It's a private organization dedicating 100% of its time and focus to the treatment of obesity. In addition to surgical weight loss, they also offer non-operative treatment for patients who are not as heavy. There's even a separate program for children who need to lose a few pounds. They are known for their exceptional patient care before, during, and after the procedure. And the man behind the center, Dr. Mehta.
Dr. Mehta is definitely a rising star in the bariatric field. He has gotten an incredible amount of experience very, very fast. Because I am traveling all over the country speaking, I have the opportunity to see a lot of bariatric practices. So I have an opportunity to do a lot of comparisons, and Dr. Mehta's practice and his center are absolutely phenomenal.
Dr. Mehta totally changed everything for me. I have a better life with my kids. I have a better life at work. I have more confidence. I just feel like I have a richer life. Everything is just so much better for me now. My self-confidence is up. I'm not afraid to talk to people. I'm not afraid to walk out of my door anymore. I'm not afraid to go shopping. I'm not afraid to see myself in a mirror. It's great. He really did change my life.
Every time I'm in his presence, he remembers my name, he remembers my situation, and he remembers my story. Not too many doctors do that, you know, and he's got tons of patients. Drew, how you doing? How's the family? How much weight are you down to? What are you able to eat right now? He remembers those things. He remembers me, doesn't remember I'm a chart. And that's what's special about him.
I liked him. I liked his mannerisms. He was just compassionate, you know, really felt for you when I was telling him things, and, you know, you could see it in his eyes. And I used him, you know, decided to go with him for surgery, and then after surgery, he's great. He still is great. All of the aftercare, answers all my questions, calls me back personally. That's what I really liked about him. He takes the time out to, you know, talk to me, talk to his patients.
He's like my hero. He's like a superhero. He needs that get a superhero costume like Spider-Man or something like that. And he is just so personable, and he's just, he makes you feel so comfortable too.
I like patients to know that I'm there for them. It's not just the surgery. It's not that the surgery's done, they're out the door, and now they won't see me again. They consistently see me. They consistently call me. We build relationships. It's important for me to run my practice in a manner where it doesn't feel like it's a machine. It doesn't feel like, you know, people come in, they get the surgery, they're out the door, and so forth. I really like to have personal relationships with my patients, and I know they feel the same exact way. Once people come through this program and they get involved and they meet all the other patients I've operated on, they really do get a feeling of family. Because if patients don't trust me and if they don't feel at ease with me, they're gonna be uncomfortable with me as the surgeon. They're gonna be uncomfortable with me taking care of them after the surgery. They're gonna be uncomfortable with me when they're home and they have a little question whether they should call me or not. If they're not comfortable with me, they're not gonna call me. And that's not the kind of, you know, program or practice I'd like to run.
I'm a former nurse, and I spoke to the OR nurses. OR nurses know who the good surgeons are and who aren't, and they mentioned his name. He was the first one.
I chose Dr. Mehta extremely carefully by researching practically every bariatric surgeon up and down the eastern seaboard.
I had my gallbladder taken out by another physician. This doctor said I was so heavy that he wouldn't be able to do it laparoscopically. And he referred me to Dr. Mehta, and I went to his office in New Brunswick, and there was about 40 other patients in there. He spoke to us all at once and then brought us in one by one to explain our story to him. And I loved him right off the bat. He listened to every word I said, every pain I had, he knew about it. I told my wife when we left, that's the guy who's gonna change my life.
He was amazing. He answered all the questions. He did the presentation. Just looking at him, I said, this is exactly what I want. You know, just the way he is. I had a list of questions that I had asked him. I wish I would have saved them. He answered them like that. I said if he would hesitate or if he would look somewhere else as he's thinking about the questions, I wouldn't have gone with him. He was so secure about the answers, and that I felt confident this is the guy. You know, met him 1 month, 2 months later, I had my surgery.
I called, went in and met with him. Within 3 weeks, he had me in for surgery.
He basically laid everything out and told me what to expect. The time frame that we're working with, and basically left it up to me in terms of how quickly or how much time I wanted to have the surgery done. You know, you can have this done in a month or you can have it done in 3 months.
I was researching and researching and researching. I was buying books, I was on the internet, talking to people who've had it before, meeting people, dining with them because I wanted to see how they were eating and, you know, are they really living after surgery? And I told my husband, it was almost 3 years later, that I want to do this. I think this is what's good for me.
It's estimated that at least half of all Americans are overweight or obese. Doctors use a formula called the BMI, or body mass index, to calculate your level of obesity. Depending on your BMI, your doctor will let you know if weight loss surgery is right for you. Generally, the surgery is reserved for those who are severely obese, typically 80 to 100 pounds or more overweight. The National Institutes of Health says that weight loss surgery is the best option for people who are severely obese and cannot lose weight by traditional means, or who suffer from serious obesity-related health problems.
A lot of the patients, by the time they come here and see me, they've already have a lot of medical problems. Diabetes, sleep apnea, high blood pressure, coronary artery disease, hyperlipidemia. I mean, there's a lot of problems that are already going on with them. By the time they come and see me, it's basically the last straw. With laparoscopic surgery, the incisions are so small that you heal a lot faster. You're up and walking the same evening of surgery. With laparoscopic surgery, we make 5 to 6 small incisions. We use instruments such as this one, slide it in through the abdomen, insufflate the abdomen with carbon dioxide. We do the operation, remove the instrument, your tiny incisions, they close up. A lot less pain with laparoscopic surgery, a lot faster recovery with laparoscopic surgery.
I think laparoscopic surgery offers many advantages to patients. Specifically, it offers tremendous advantages to people who otherwise would have serious complications after their operative procedure because of the disadvantages of open surgery. There is less physical insult to the patient. There is less recovery time. Therefore, the patient can get up out of bed the day after surgery. The patient can walk around, which means the complications that occur from lying in bed after an operation or taking intense pain medications after an operation do not occur.
As soon as I saw Dr. Mehta down in the OR, I was confident. I was nervous going down the elevator. I was nervous I was waiting in the OR. When I saw him, for some reason it was gone.
He left no detail unturned, which is what I like about him. He's very thorough, but most of all, he's very understanding. It's not like, another fat person walks in. It wasn't that way at all with him. He made you feel very comfortable.
His tone was very soothing, and, he touched my arm and he was like, it's okay, don't worry, we're gonna be all right, we're gonna get through this real quickly. And, that little bit of back and forth just completely calmed me down, and I was fine after that.
If you struggle with a significant weight problem and are looking for a permanent weight loss solution, the Mehta Bariatric Center can help. Even if you've endured a lifetime of being overweight, it's not too late.
It's like day and night. I mean, the clothes now that I can buy, I can shop in regular stores. I can shop in a mall. It's just tremendous feeling.
It's the best decision I've ever made. Because without it, God only knows where I would be at right now.
For people 100 pounds or more overweight, surgical weight loss is the most effective means of permanent weight loss. It's a big decision, and you probably have many questions. That's why we recommend you coming in for a consultation to determine if the procedure is right for you. Significant weight loss may help to improve high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, sleep apnea, and many other obesity-related problems. The Mehta Bariatric Center has one of the most comprehensive programs to support their patients before, during, and after the surgery. It's a medical solution to a real problem. All you have to do is pick up the phone and schedule a consultation. You can change your life, and the Mehta Bariatric Center can help. Call now and find out more about the Mehta Bariatric Center and weight loss surgery. Anytime you are considering surgery, it's important to know all of the facts. Fact number 1 is that if you don't lose the weight, the effects on your health could be devastating. Fact 2, the Mehta Bariatric Center is a recognized leader in surgical weight loss with one of the most comprehensive programs in the Northeast. Dr. Mehta has treated hundreds of patients, and what we hear from patients time after time is how much they enjoy his warm, personal style. But a good bedside manner is only part of it. A surgeon's technical skill and success rate are extremely important.
Bariatric surgery is a comprehensive, life-altering procedure, and it needs a comprehensive practice to go right along with it. And that's what Dr. Mehta has. He has a comprehensive program. He is there counseling patients as they're going into the surgery so they know what they're getting into. He's performing the surgery at a technical skill that is so superior. And he has a complete aftercare program for patients that includes nutrition. It includes psychological counseling. It includes exercise counseling. It includes a support group of peers so that patients are able to talk with other patients who have had the surgery and find out what's working for them, what's not working for them. It's just a complete, comprehensive program. Can't get much better than that.
My opinion regarding Dr. Mehta as a gastric bypass surgeon is, one, that he's superb, two, that he's focused on his patients and he's dedicated, and three, that he's an excellent technical and technological surgeon.
Deciding to go through with weight loss surgery is the biggest self-improvement decision you'll ever make. The procedure itself takes about an hour.
But the results of the procedure can last a lifetime.
I'll walk by a mirror or a store window and I have to smile. You know, I can't believe it's me.
I'm so glad I did it. I wish I had the opportunity to do it earlier in life. I'm so happy I did it. And I'm so happy that it was with Dr. Mehta.
I just have a new lease on life. I mean, I'm able to do things that I never thought I was gonna do. A year ago at this time, I thought I was gonna be bedridden, and now I'm playing with my children again.
I'm in a size 8 now. Even at my thinnest point in my young adulthood, I was in a size 9. I've never been a size 8 before in my whole life. It's marvelous.
It's like someone gave me that fountain of youth and said, you know what, Tom, we're gonna make you 20 years younger. You can live your life over again, do all the things that you couldn't do the last 20 years, and I got another shot in life.
The follow-up and the aftercare is what can really, really help a patient get through some very, very difficult times. You want to make sure that you have a surgeon who is there for you when you have those questions, when there are things that come up that you don't understand, changes in your body, maybe you're reacting a certain way and it's concerning you. You want to be able to get to your surgeon fast.
I've never met a doctor like him who's been so supportive and really staying on top of things. You know, you don't feel like you've had your surgery and got kicked to the door. I mean, he's had Christmas parties for us and picnics and everything, and the support group that he has is just great. I mean, I go every month, you know. It's really something how he stays involved with his patients.
This program is a lot more than just the surgery itself. Anybody can get the surgery done and lose a certain amount of weight. But what we found is that people who have surgery done and additionally keep going back and are involved in a comprehensive program afterwards, they tend to be happier, they tend to lose more weight, they tend not to sidetrack, they tend to be focused. And within a year, they've lost a good 65–70% of what the extra weight was.
The peak of my weight was 410 pounds. And now 246 in that area. And I couldn't be happier.
I started out a size 32, 34, and now I'm a size 12. And the first time I got into a size 12 pants, I cried. I'm in the dressing room with my friend, my best friend, and I'm crying because I'm in clothes I haven't worn since, you know, junior high school.
I went from a size 26, and now at 10 months, I'm a size 12 and 13. And that's amazing. There's no diet out there. There's no fitness instructor, no gym, no powder, no shake that can do that.
If you struggle with a significant weight problem and are looking for a permanent weight loss solution, the Mehta Bariatric Center can help. Even if you've endured a lifetime of being overweight, it's not too late. Think about what it would be like to lose 80, 100, even 150 pounds or more. Imagine no longer having to take medications for diabetes, high blood pressure, heartburn, or high cholesterol. Imagine being able to fit into clothes off the rack, comfortably sit in an airplane seat, play with your children, live life again. The Mehta Bariatric Center can give you a new lease on life. If you're interested in losing the weight, Call the Mehta Bariatric Center at this toll-free number.
It's like day and night. I mean, the clothes now that I can buy, I can shop in regular stores. I can shop in a mall. It's just tremendous feeling.
It's the best decision I've ever made. Because without it, God only knows where I would be at right now.
I would tell anybody, if you're even remotely considering it, talk to anyone who's had the surgery, talk to the doctor. I can't tell you how wonderful they'll make you feel, and you will be so excited to have the surgery.
I'm living life for the first time in a long time.
For people 100 pounds or more overweight, surgical weight loss is the most effective means of permanent weight loss. The Mehta Bariatric Center strives to improve health by achieving lasting weight loss that reduces life-threatening risk factors, improves self-esteem, and enhances activities of daily living. It's a big decision, and you probably have many questions. That's why we recommend you coming in for a consultation to determine if the procedure is right for you. The Mehta Bariatric Center understands the many physical, emotional, and psychological issues that are caused by obesity. If you suffer from one of these problems, weight loss surgery could be the answer you've been waiting for. Significant weight loss may help to improve high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, sleep apnea, and many other obesity-related problems. And Dr. Mehta is one of the country's few bariatric surgeons with extensive weight loss surgery training. He has also performed hundreds of successful surgeries, and he can help you too. The Mehta Bariatric Center has one of the most comprehensive programs to support their patients before, during, and after the surgery. The state-of-the-art aftercare program offers consultations with dietitians, spiritual counseling, fitness consultations with personal trainers, psychological counseling, and much more. All you have to do is pick up the phone and schedule a consultation. You can change your life, and the Mehta Bariatric Center can help. Call now and find out more about the Mehta Bariatric Center and weight loss surgery. There is hope.
I was always on some sort of diet, and I'd lose 20 pounds and I'd gain it back. And I'd lose 30 pounds and I'd gain it. I've even lost 50 pounds and gained it back. Each time it got harder. Each time I'd lose less, but I'd gain back more.
I would, go on diet pills. I'd lose 40, 50 pounds, and as soon as I went off of it, I gained that plus some back. So it was a real struggle for years.
I did the shakes, I did the powders, I did the pills, I did the doctors, I did the exercise, I did the programs. Thousands of dollars wasted.
I've tried just about every pill there is on the market, every fad diet, everything. I've tried it all.
I know some of you may be thinking that this is the easy way out. The fact is that the miracle diets and weight loss fads simply don't work for most people. So the weight stays on and the dangers and complications from the extra weight increase. It's because of the serious nature of what happens when you are obese that the medical community developed this procedure. We live in an age of incredible advancements in healthcare, and weight loss surgery is one of them. It's not about taking the easy way out. It's about getting your life back for good.
It's a major commitment that you're making for the rest of your life.
A lot of people probably think that having the surgery is the easy way out now. I don't really care. I don't care what anybody else thinks. You know what? I was eating myself to death.
I tried every diet for 10 years and nothing worked. If someone says it's a cop-out, I say it's the only way out.
I walk past the mirror sometimes and I still have to take a double take and make sure that it's me. I am not used to seeing me like this.
When I got dressed for the wedding, and he just looked at me, and he told me how beautiful I looked and how sexy I looked, I just kind of lost it. Because he had, up until I had the surgery, I hadn't heard that for many, many, many years.
It is so worth it at the other end when you have come past that, that barrier, and you look back at your life and see what you were versus what you can be and what you are. There's no comparison.
It's like you unzip yourself and a new you comes out. That's just what it feels like.
Being able to be outside with my kids and, have a snowball fight and run around and play with them for an extended amount of time outside was great. I mean, it was I'm so touched now, I can cry thinking about it. It was just something I wasn't able to do before.
If you struggle with a significant weight problem and are looking for a permanent weight loss solution, the Mehta Bariatric Center can help. Even if you've endured a lifetime of being overweight, it's not too late. Think about what it would be like to lose 80, 100, even 150 pounds or more. Imagine no longer having to take medications for diabetes, high blood pressure, heartburn, or high cholesterol. Imagine being able to fit into clothes off the rack, comfortably sit in an airplane seat, play with your children, live life again. The Mehta Bariatric Center can give you a new lease on life. If you're interested in losing the weight, call the Mehta Bariatric Center at this toll-free number.
It's like day and night. I mean, the clothes now that I can buy, I can shop in regular stores. I can shop in a mall. It's just tremendous, tremendous feeling.
It's the best decision I've ever made. Because without it, God only knows where I would be at right now.
I would tell anybody, if you're even remotely considering it, talk to anyone who's had the surgery, talk to the doctor. I can't tell you how wonderful they'll make you feel, and you will be so excited to have the surgery.
I'm living life for the first time in a long time.
For people 100 pounds or more overweight, surgical weight loss is the most effective means of permanent weight loss. The Mehta Bariatric Center strives to improve health by achieving lasting weight loss that reduces life-threatening risk factors, improves self-esteem, and enhances activities of daily living. It's a big decision, and you probably have many questions. That's why we recommend you coming in for a consultation to determine if the procedure is right for you. The Mehta Bariatric Center understands the many physical, emotional, and psychological issues that are caused by obesity. If you suffer from one of these problems, weight loss surgery could be the answer you've been waiting for. Significant weight loss may help to improve high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, sleep apnea, and many other obesity-related problems. And Dr. Mehta is one of the country's few bariatric surgeons with extensive weight loss surgery training. He has also performed hundreds of successful surgeries, and he can help you too. The Mehta Bariatric Center has one of the most comprehensive programs to support their patients before, during, and after the surgery. The state-of-the-art aftercare program offers consultations with dietitians, spiritual counseling, fitness consultations with personal trainers, psychological counseling, and much more. All you have to do is pick up the phone and schedule a consultation. You can change your life, and the Mehta Bariatric Center can help. Call now and find out more about the Mehta Bariatric Center and weight loss surgery. There is hope. Today, we have shown you the facts about a surgical approach to weight loss, and we have seen the proven results so many people have experienced. Now, it's your turn. It begins with picking up the phone and calling for more information. It's the first step towards living the rich and full, healthy life you deserve.